The world we know is deteriorating at increasing rates every year. One of the largest threats upon Earth is the rising temperatures worldwide. Global warming is the cause of glacier melting, environmental changes, and much more. In fact, it has been estimated that by 2070, every glacier in Glacier National Park will have melted. However, before one talks about the effects of global warming, it is important to know what exactly global warming is. Global warming is the heating of the world's environment, which is caused by the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is when energy in the form of light is able to enter an area, but the energy then becomes trapped in its new environment, since the energy in the form of light is transformed into heat and is unable to escape the area. For instance, a parked car outside will often feel hotter inside than outside. This happens because sunlight enters through the car's windows, but the heat produced as the light enters the car is unable to escape from the car. Since the energy can't pass back through the windows of the car becomes warmer. This same event is happening to our world. To explain, the world is the same as the inside of the car, and the gases in the Earth's atmosphere act as the car's windows. Since the gases in our atmosphere prevent heat from escaping to space, the greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, and ozone. In addition, chlorofluorocarbons have had an effect on global temperatures as well. However, of all these gases, carbon dioxide contributes to global warming the most. In fact, 186 billion tons of carbon from CO2 enters the Earth's atmosphere every year, and 6 billion of these tons come from human activity each year.
Human activities have been playing a major part in the outcome of global warming. The main reason being from the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oils, and natural gases. Burning these fossil fuels causes an excess in the release of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is what is known as a greenhouse gas, which delays the release of heat to the atmosphere. Fortunately, stationary organisms like trees and plants help reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the air by converting it to oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. Unfortunately, humans need these trees and plants and the land to further their advances in technology and to expand their empire. And on top of that, new factories and power plants are constructed, increasing the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and limiting the area for vegetation that would usually prevent the greenhouse effect.
The effects of global warming are not consistent all throughout the world. Of the last 12 years, 11 of them have been marked as the warmest since 1850. In the hotter areas of the world, the warmer weather may bring a rush of bacterial diseases such as malaria. Air pollution contributes to lung damage and other health concerns. It is expected that the Earth's temperature will rise from 1.4 degrees Celsius to 5.8 degrees Celsius between 1990 and 2100. It is said that for every 1 degree Celsius fallen, there are 8,000 deaths. There are 20,000 to 40,000 deaths reported that are caused by winter weather alone. Rise in temperature does have the potential to aid on health terms, though. Places of acute cold will experience a milder climate and more plant growth. With the increase in growing season, there will be more productivity. Around the world, the sea level is more than 6 inches higher than it was 100 years ago, due to the warmer seawater runoff from the melting glaciers. An increase of floods will transfer silt to arid lands, making them farmable, causing an increase of productivity. As the temperature in frozen zones will rise, it will take less energy to warm them. The rise in temperature also has the power to be devastating. Frozen grounds have decreased by about 7% since 1900. It may cause a change in the pattern and the amount of precipitation, causing agricultural problems. The changes in the precipitation patterns could turn thriving areas into barren lands. Also, there may be an increase of extreme weather events such as tornadoes, tsunamis, thunderstorms, hurricanes, and blizzards. It is expected that there will also be many more species extinctions and glacier retreats as the climate rises. This rise in climate is feared to be irreversible, having long-lasting impacts on the planet. Marine life will be greatly disrupted as the ice peaks will melt and increase the sea level.
The media has produced widespread concern of global warming, which is contributing to the creation and funding of NGOs. You can help prevent further global warming by taking several simple steps. First, buy an energy-efficient car. Second, carpool. Third, use transportation systems. If you can't afford a new energy-efficient car, try taking the bus or subway. Fourth, buy energy-efficient appliances. Buy energy-efficient light bulbs, CFLs, and invest in new energy-efficient heating and cooling systems. You're not alone in your cause, however. Governments also have a responsibility to reduce CO2 emissions and halt global warming. The world's most powerful countries need to take steps to reduce their emissions, as they are the world leaders in new technology. This would result in the creation of millions of new green jobs. With governments and its people working together to help reduce greenhouse gas emissions, global warming can be stopped.